Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Hope you all had a wonderful and productive weekend, and we made the best of it. It's Mubarak here, and I'm back with the daily market review as we always do. Looking at the Euro USD from last week, you can see this. This is what they call a it's a gravestone doji, but this is just a doji, a massive doji. In which, okay, so what does that translate? It translates, okay, you can see bulls stepped in, pushed the market up higher, and then we grabbed this liquidity to our left, this descending highs, yeah, to our left, connected with this area of supply, and since then we've started to see that bear stepped in towards the end of the week to get it, and bear stepped into the towards the end of the week, and that caused that downward momentum in Euro USD, as you can see. Basically, what's happened now is we've taken this liquidity to our left major area of liquidity, and that caused for that rejection, straight straight down on this pair. Let's see what wants to happen this week. As okay, so you can see on the daily, basically this was that massive consolidation for quite some time, which we were talking about from June until December, right? Until January, pardon. And then we had the breakout. Now we're testing. Whenever you see a breakout, we have two options. It could either be a false breakout or it could be a real breakout. Our job is not to try to predict which one is which, it's just try to follow. But right now, you could just say, okay, this is the push up, this is our demand level, right? This is our demand level. Now, the market might just want to come fill this gap, connect with this area of demand, and then from there, we see a change of character and we start to push and we start to look for further buys, right? We're not calling bottom on this, but once we start to see bulls starting to step into the market and the order flow is changing, then we start to look for buy. But right now, you could just see the order flow is towards the downside, so you don't want to be fighting it because it can keep on going down and down as long as the order flow still holds. Let's be patient and let's wait for those discounted prices. I like it. I like it because it's giving us a discount and an opportunity to buy, because this is our swing low, this is our swing high. Now, if we put in our PVD tool, you can see right here is around 50%. It's not unheard of, as we've always experienced, to have a 50% retracement or even somewhere deeper, and then from there we could start to push. We wait for that order flow shift, and then we start to push up from there. So it's all about being patient and waiting for the right setups to play out. And yeah, so let's wait for that. Number two. Moving on to the dollar index. If we come to the weekly on the dollar index, you can see from this trend line, this is quite a strong trend line, honestly. And why? Because on the higher time frame, you can see we have the first touch, the second touch, and this is the third one. And now market started trading beneath it, and since then we've seen some support on the dollar and bulls step into the market. So let's see what wants to happen this week. I'm still expecting lower prices as the trend is favoring the bears more than the bulls at the moment. This is our area of supply. I'll be looking to trade this from anywhere around here. Once I see that change of character, then we'll be looking for those dollar shorts, which will translate into Euro USD longs and the likes. Moving on, gold. Wow, gold got like I mean, almost I think about 8% was wiped out from the market, and I think about $15 billion in market cap was wiped out, or even more. I forgot the numbers honestly, but you could just check it. Don't quote me on that, but a huge number was wiped out. And yeah, so for you right now, I just want to wait for an accumulation, as gold has really made some massive swings. So I don't see massive swings happening just now. I expect maybe some accumulation, and then from there we could see what goes, where we go from there. So just being patient, waiting for gold, and let's see how it wants to accumulate. As we have the 3 monthly open, the quarterly open, and the yearly open right here, so this could be a good area of support, and keep an eye out for that. Let's see what wants to happen on this commodity. But wow, just wow. Wow. Okay, similar story on silver. You could just see wiped out. So you just want to wait for reaccumulation, and then we see what wants to happen from there. And you can see even this morning we started to push down a little bit. Now with silver, we've actually made contact with the quarterly open and the yearly open. Pardon guys, I have a virus, so I'm a bit sick. But the point is, we're waiting for other flow shifts, at least fractal break above this. Then if we see some decent momentum come into the market, we could look for those buys. But you want this high to go first before considering any buys. Okay. With AU, quite similar. You can just see we started to push down. If you go, you can see we started to push down lower after that breakout. And for me, all I'm just looking for at the moment is buys. Nothing really, no sells for me on this yet, but I'm waiting for that other flow to shift, that fractal high to go. So if you look, this is our fractal high right now, and this is our fractal low at the moment. So I want this high to go, and then we could start looking for some longs. But I still expect maybe a deeper retracement, because if you take your PVD to right, and you plot it right here, you can just see we still have room, for maybe deeper retracement, and then we could start looking for those longs. Don't be in a hurry and burn yourself. Okay, with GU, quite beautiful also. Still looking for longs. No short on this yet, because this was our swing high, swing low. Now we've broken it, so swing low, swing high. This was our last pullback, and you can just see we're just waiting for that retracement to play out, and then we can start looking for further positions. So just be patient, let these positions develop throughout the week. As you will see, I expect this lows to be taken. As ascending lows, I expect them to be taken, and then we wait for that change of character or the flow shift, and then we get into the market. It's quite similar with NU. I'm still waiting for a deeper retracement. That's all there is to be said. Wait for that to happen. As you can see to our left, we've grabbed liquidity, and the thing with let me show you. If you go to GBP, I like it better because we still have room for on other pairs. You can see we've grabbed enough liquidity here. We still have this open, although yes, we don't always have to, but it's always nice to have that target to your left where okay, market might want to come here and grab that. So I would just wait for that to happen. And similar with NU, we grabbed this and then we started to retrace. So you want to wait for the next impulsive wave, as this is impulse. So you wait for that retracement, and then we get into the next impulsive wave. So for now, this is the retracement leg happening. Okay, and with USD JPY, guys, so the thing with we've been talking about the yen and the Japanese government stepping in and all of that. So, and one thing you always have to also consider, in as much as they can step in, right, they're not still solving the underlying issue, right? It's not like the real interest rate, the cost of borrowing is going to increase. No, it's not really going to increase. We're still going to be at zero or at negative, but they're just trying to create, how would I say it, a soft landing, a cushion for the yen. And when investors know, it's not like they haven't done this in the past. They've done this in the past, so it's not surprising. And when investors know about something, right, that means it's not a surprise. And if it's not surprising people, then it's not really that effective. That's the kind of general rule of thumb, right? You need that element of surprise. But since we already know, even if they step in, it might not change a lot. So keep that in mind as we trade this. But honestly, at the moment, you could just see it's not quite the clearest. Uh, we've broken the lows and we've started to take out lows, and perhaps we would see some further downward momentum because um, the dollar is also bearish. But also keep in mind that the yen is also weak, so it might not just play out as we wish. But if we look at this technical wise, you can just see this now has become our area of supply, quite a strong area of supply. As we grab liquidity to our left, now we've pushed down, now we're coming back into it. These are quarterly open, our yearly open. From there, if you see that change of character to the downside, you could look for those short positions on the lower time frame. You get me? So this is liquidity. So we've seen liquidity grab. If you start to see that change of character beneath here, then you want to see that fractal break, and then we can start selling from there. Okay, a similar story with the years, the CHF. I'm looking for a sell also. No buys on this as of yet. I mean, never has been really. So this is just a bearish market. I'll wait for that retracement, and then from there towards maybe middle or end of the week, we can start looking for further short positions. Okay. Pardon, guys. So you can see for US 30, right? So we're in an uptrend now. We're just accumulating. So I want lows to be taken, and if lows are taken, then we can start looking for those buys. But for now, we're just moving sideways. So nothing really interesting going on as of yet. Okay. So thank you for your time. I wish you a wonderful trading week. Bye.